Academic language across subjects, components, functions, text structures. Academic language functions. A language function refers to what students do with language as they engage with content and interact with others. Functions represents the active use of language for a specific purpose. Students use language functions in order to express ideas, communicate with others, and show understanding of content in an academic setting. Language function means verb used in the learning target such as identify, analyze, summarize, define, explain, conclude, justify, compare, sort, and so on. Identify. Recognizing and naming specific concepts or item. Analyze. Break down information into parts to understand its structure or meaning. Summarize. Condensing information to highlight the main points. Next, define, explain, conclude, justify, compare, sort, and so on. Gibbon 1991 highlights the diverse range of language functions that are integral to classroom communication. Each function serves a specific purpose and helps students navigate different interaction and ask effectively. Multitude of language functions for speaking occur in the classroom each day, including the following: agreeing and disagreeing, apologizing, asking for assistance or direction, asking for permission, classifying, commanding or giving instructions, comparing, criticizing, denying, describing, evaluating, explaining, expressing likes and dislikes, expressing obligation, expressing position, hypothesizing, identifying, inferring, enquiring or questioning, planning and prediction, refusing, reporting, sequencing, suggesting, warning, wishing, and hope. Each of these skills is used in different ways across subjects like English language, arts, maths, social studies, and science. English language, arts, analyze, maths, compare or contrast, and social studies, analyze, science, analyze, argue, describe, evaluate, explain, interpret. Maths, conjecture, describe, explain, prove. Social studies, analyze, compare or contrast, construct, describe, evaluate, examine, identify, interpret, justify, locate. Science, analyze, explain, interpret, justify with evidence. Academic language, text structure. Text structures refers to how the information within text is organized. Understanding text structures is crucial for comprehending and analyzing written materials effectively. This strategy helps students to understand that a text might present a main idea and details, a cause and the effect, and or different views of topic. Cause and effect. Text organized this way explain why something happened, cause, and what happened as a result, effect. Understanding this structure aids in grasping the relationship between events or actions and their outcomes. Main idea and details. This structure involves presenting a central concept followed by supporting information. Organizing this helps students identify the core message and the evidence or examples that support it. Compare and contrast. This structure highlights similarities and differences between two or more subjects. It helps students analyze and evaluate the relationships and distinction between different concepts or items. Problems and solution. This format presents a problem and then poses one or more solutions. It's useful for understanding how issues are addressed and resolved in various contexts. Chronological order. Information is organized by the sequence of events or steps in time. Recognizing this helps students follow the progression of events or instructions clearly. Teaching students to recognize common text structures can help students monitor their comprehension. Benefits of text structure. Teachers can use it with the whole class, small groups, or individuality. Versatility. Teachers can apply text structure strategies with the whole class, small group, or individual students, tailoring the approach to the needs of each learner. Help students to navigate the various structures presented within non-fiction and fiction text. Improved navigation. Understanding text structures helps students effectively navigate different types of text, whether non-fiction or fiction. These skills aid in comprehending and organizing information better. Recognition. Familiarity with the common text structures such as cause and effect, problem and solution, or chronological order helps students recognize and anticipate how information is organized as they read. This recognition enhances their ability to understand and retain the material. How teachers can create and use a text strategy. To create the text structure strategy, teachers should choose the assigned reading and introduce the text to the students. Select and introduce the reading material. Choose text that exemplify various text structures and introduce them to the students. Introduce the idea that texts have organizational patterns called text structure. Explain text structure. Teach students that texts are organized in specific patterns which referred to as text structures. Introduce the following common text structures. Description. Proves detail about a topic. Sequence. List events or step in a specific order. Problem and solution. Describe a problem and offer solution. Cause and effect. Shows how one event leads to another. Compare and contrast. Highlight similarities and differences between items. Next, model and use graphic organizers. Using graphic organizers to visually demonstrate how each text structure is organized. For example, use a Venn diagram for compare and contrast, or a flowchart for sequence and cause and effect. Practice with students. Having students practice identifying and using these structures in their reading and writing, using the graphic organizers to aid comprehension and organization. Review and reflect. Regularly review the text structures and graphic organizers and provide feedback to help students refine their understanding and application of these strategies. Text structures. Description. Characteristics, features, example. Sequence. First, next, then, last, before, after. Compare and contrast. What is alike and what is different. Cause and effect. When something makes something else happen. Problem solving. Problem and to fix it. Show examples of paragraph that corresponds to each text structure. Show example. Examine topic sentence that clue the reader to a specific structure. Model the writing of a paragraph that use a specific text structure. Modeling. Introduce the subject, describe the characteristics or features, provide specific example or illustrate each characteristics. Have students write paragraph that follow a specific text structure. Have students diagram these structures using a graphic organizer.